Hello and welcome back. Today I have kind of a surprise. At least it's a surprise for me. And I think I call it the mystery flight case. I do remember that I bought this flight case and I will show you. It's here. And I bought it like 6 or 7 months ago. And in that time, I bought a lot of little things from auctions everywhere. And I bought this in the local eBay. And yeah, the price was just that you would pay already for this beautiful flight case because it does look proper. It is 19 inch, I think. And yeah, as you can see, it is just proper stuff. And but what is inside, I forgot, and I have an idea already. And I check in my Excel file what I paid for it, and there it was. What was in there? So. I want to open it, so let's have a look. I'm filming with my camera and tripod now on top of a chair to have a better look from the top, so I hope it doesn't fall. And let's open it. This, look at this. Let's zoom in. No, let's have a better look. And here it is. It is from Hirschmann, and it is the Furnish Pegel Masquerade. So it's a pegel meter, and yeah, it seems to be. I think that it was used for television, and it has a lot of accessories. So I think I will just take it out of the box. So I will take it out one by one, and it does look very nice. Look at this. I think that the seller told me that it was still working, but I didn't try, and maybe you think how you can buy that and totally forget about it. Well, I did so many changes in the lab, it ended up somewhere in the bag, and some boxes on top, and disappeared out of sight. Especially when I tried to make all my 19-inch racks. It even comes with a front, and oops, well, oh here, even a manual in the back, and a lot of adapters, BNC, old antenna plugs. This seems to be closer or 50 ohms, we can see. It's probably 75 of this TV. It has all kinds of adapters. Well, have a closer look on that later. I will keep that here. They even made some sort of antenna. And we have a lot of cables. And this is all TV cable. Oh, it even has a 12-volt connection. Really? Look at this. So it can even work mobile while it has a flight case. 12 volts, sort of. Car plug. Weird plug on the other side. Can I fit that in? Here, ein, aus, Netz. Power here. Laden. Oh, it probably could have a battery. Laden und Netz. It's German. And here in the back, indeed, is 12 volts. Okay. Okay, we can try that. Then we have, yeah, it's TV cables. And indeed, power cable. So I'm gonna use its own cable. It's German, so it's European, so it is the correct voltage, that is for sure. And we have some more cables, some more antenna like thing. Oh. This looks like a cable stripper. Always nice. It's an extra. And some wool. Okay. And another. Well, I will zoom in. Okay, here's this. And there you go. Well, this is how the graph is. Lautstärke, helderheid, contrast. All in the middle. How's does it look? These are your bands, B1, B3, UHF. So maybe it goes pretty high in frequency then. And these are maybe predefined channels like you have in your old TV. And here you have this. Okay. Here you go. Or the manual and you can tune. Okay. You can predefine your channels. That seems okay. Damping. So that is attenuation. So attenuation goes up to 120. Wanneer I have all the adapters. And also some dummy loads, I think. This is 75 ohms, it says. So, and I have another one, I think, here. Coaxial. A lot of stuff. I can use this too. This. Let's switch it on. Oh, and here I thought it was kind of a manual. Well, it is Kurzbedienanleitung, so it's a short manual. And here is an Umrechnung, dB microvolts to microvolts. So you can do your dB micros to microvolts, always handy. Okay, let's try to put the power. I hope things don't start to burn. Okay, nets. Oh, ein. Yeah. Cool. Oh, look at this. It is a TV. But with a big old meter. Channel. Well, I was trying to look for a manual, but meanwhile I was just playing a bit, and I put this little wire. But it seems to be very sensitive, so I put this one on the 0 dB connection, and I think these lower channels of the TV, this B1, the band ein, I think it is in the range of the commercial radios. So it's super sensitive because it's just running on this little wire. Well, I'm not sure that they even do still transmit analog TV. But the receiver works. Okay, bump try. Well, let me find out what frequencies the bands are. Well, I've been playing a bit also with the Marconi connected, and the first band should go from 47 up to 68 megahertz. But we did hear the commercial radio, so I was just playing a little bit more, and it turns out that the first band doesn't go to 68, but you can turn it out of the scale because halfway it just stops displaying channel numbers, but the dial still goes because the other bands are a lot longer. But it turns out the first band is just as long. So the whole area that is no indication of the channels, they yeah, it still tunes. So it tunes actually up to 106, and that's why, of course, we could hear between the 88 and the 108. We could hear everything. So that is cool. So then it almost goes around, look, because it goes from 47 to 106, and then from 111 to 300, and then 470 to 861. And maybe the 111 maybe also goes lower. So, well, this is for a TV, and I was testing also with the modulation of the Marconi. And in mobile radios, you usually use a level of 1 kilohertz and a signal of 1 kilohertz. But that you don't hear on a TV. So then I start playing a little bit, and then I found out if I do 10K with a tone of 1, of course, then you start hearing it. And yes, and what I mean with the dial, that is this one. And here is the first, the UHF, and that is from 470 to 861. Then you have the band 3, that are S channels, and it goes all the way down to the lower channels. And the B1 here starts at channel 2. We have channel 3 and channel 4. And then it stops officially, the channels. But it doesn't mean that the tuning stops. So here we are around 68 megahertz. But as you see here in the top, if you can see, maybe if I can zoom, let me see that. Yeah, here. Oh, actually works quite good. Here you see the channels. And after the 4, there is no indication anymore because officially it's not, they are not TV channels, but as you can see, the scale just runs. It still goes. And that's why we had the commercial radios. And all the way in the end here, I found out that was around 106. Well, you can already see the screen go dark. Yeah. And you can hear the modulation of the Marconi. And we are already off the scale here. Of course, yeah, there is no video because the Marconi only sends an audio signal. But we are here in the 106 megahertz. And here you can adjust, so you can see the strength of the signal. Yeah, now we are here at the good point. See? This reminds me of when I was young and I was playing with the TV with these little adjustments, and then you could hear the police. And the police in that time was around 88. So that does make sense, huh? If you can do here. Okay, I'll put now just a longer antenna, and I'm just listening to the radio. But I wonder if I put it downstairs and I connect it to my cable, if it even receives. Probably only on the higher band on the UHF, because it does have the S channels. I try a little bit also the other channels. They are more or less exactly as they should be, especially the middle band, the band 3, that goes from 111 to 293, and that is exactly what it does. Maybe 394, but that is it. In the Before I said it goes to 300 because I just rounded it up, but it really does not. It is really exactly that, and that is the longest scale. And the other ones can do a little bit more because they are shorter. And the other one, that the UHF, that should go from 470 to 860. It starts 465 and it goes a little bit 865. So also it does not do much more than it should do. But the lowest bound, that is very nice. That it goes from 47 to 106. And yeah, we were able to catch a radio. But I think I can use it as a little black and white TV. And maybe if I connect my old Commodore 64 computer that I still have lying around, it has also an RF modulator in it. And I don't think I even have a TV that can still do that. And because everything is digital right now, I can use this one. And yeah, and I even have a signal strength meter. If you put attenuation, then it drops. It's actually cool. Let's see if I connect to the cable. So I'm in the living room where I have my cable, and it seems they are still transmitting analog signal. I'm on the boundary. And this was just so amazing to see last night. NASA's newest Mars rover has hit the dusty red road, traveling over 6 meters of its you can use it as planet. The six-wheeled Perseverance rover's roundabout lasted just 33 minutes and went so well it will be doing more driving over the weekend. You can use it to tune. It still works very good. And you can see them in testing on Earth on the left. And then on the right, there's a little animated GIF of on Mars showing each wind sensor. There are more channels. Cooking channel or something. Surprised there's still so much available. I'm not sure if I will ever use this speedometer, but it is cool as a portable TV. And well, let's open it up. Okay, I completely open it up, and we can have a look in it. And yeah, it just looks like a TV. We have here the tuners. It has a bunch of them because of all the bands it's having. Well, if I do need to do a wild guess, probably the biggest one is for the lowest frequencies. And then the higher it goes, power supply. Yeah. Well, what is interesting is that in the bottom board, maybe that one has been replaced because it looks very good. Yeah, you can see in the bottom, and it's super clean. That looks newer. And then when I look at the back, also here we have normal electrolytics. And if we have a look here at the back, there you can see it looks older. And also it has a lot of tons instead of electrolytics. And that is interesting. Maybe one of the boards has been replaced. But it looks all quite nice. It is made for portable, that is for sure, because all the materials that I used are very light. The whole casing was also aluminium. And the batteries, I think, are not inside. I think there is a charge button here to switch on and to switch on the power, but also the charge. And I think the batteries are external, and you can just charge it with this power supply. So I think there was a better external battery option available there. Let's have a look at the sides and the bottom. Yeah, as you can see, that does not look bad and it does not look old. Not too many modifications. The speaker. Yes, they did a little modification in the casing that they put some mesh here, and that's why it doesn't slide out that easy anymore. But yeah. So after some good cleaning, it looks a lot better, but it didn't look that bad at all. And yeah, you can use it to listen to the radio. So that was nice. Playing a little bit, listening to the radio, watching a little bit of television, and that all from my mystery flight place. So that was fun. It was nice for a Saturday. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time.